Okay, so welcome to the deep dive. This is where we unpack stacks of information, find the absolute best nuggets of knowledge and insight, really tailored just for you. Today, we're diving into something pretty vital and personal to your skincare. But look, this isn't just about the latest beauty fads, it's really a lifestyle choice, one that affects your well being and maybe surprisingly, even the planet. We're going to break down what it really means to build an effective, earth friendly, organic skincare routine. We're pulling insights from our guide, 7 Essential Steps for an Organic Skincare Routine. Get ready for some, well, pretty eye-opening facts and tips that might just reshape how you think about that daily ritual.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating, I think, is how this goes way beyond just, the surface of your skin. We're actually connecting these personal choices to a much bigger picture. Overall wellness, our environmental footprint,
Yeah.
it's all linked. It's about a more holistic view of health and sustainability, too.
Right. So to really kick things off then, the big question is, why? Why make the switch to organic skincare in the first place? What's the sort of core reason?
Well, it really comes down to holistic philosophy. Switching to organic.
Mhm.
It's not just some wellness trend that'll fade away. It's more like a commitment. You're nurturing your skin, yes, but also supporting the earth, even thinking about future generations. Conventional products often have downsides, synthetic fillers, maybe GMOs, ingredients that are just inert, or sometimes actually disruptive. Organic skincare, though, it really champions purity and, natural effectiveness. And the benefits we've identified are pretty compelling. First off, it's just inherently skin safe. That means no harsh stuff like silicones, mineral oils, those drying alcohols, or synthetic fragrances that can often cause irritation or mess with your skin's balance. Second, these organic ingredients, they're incredibly nutrient rich. Think about cold pressed oils, extracts. They naturally keep vital vitamins like A, C, E plus essential fatty acids. It's like a feast for your skin, truly. Then there's the sustainability angle. Ethical sourcing from certified organic farms, fair trade practices, it all minimizes environmental impact. And finally, transparency. Radical transparency, really. We learned about tracing ingredients from seed to serum. Every batch gets third-party testing, so you know exactly what's going on to your skin. No guesswork, no hidden surprises.
That idea of food-grade actives you mentioned, that really jumped out from the material. It's not just marketing speak, is it? It feels like it fundamentally changes how we should think about skincare.
Exactly. It's like treating your skin's health with the same care you treat your diet. Choosing ingredients just as carefully as you'd pick, say, your vegetables. It elevates skincare beyond just a beauty thing. It becomes genuine nourishment. We're talking ingredients so clean, so good for you, you could almost eat them. Things like pure aloe vera, that's aloe barbadensis, or antioxidant-rich olive squalane, even natural plant waxes that actually help restore your skin's delicate microbiome.
Okay, wait, microbiome, just quickly, can you clarify what that means for our skin?
Sure. So your skin's microbiome, think of it as this crucial ecosystem of good bacteria living on your skin.
Yeah.
It's your first line of defense, basically. It keeps your skin healthy, resilient. So nourishing it helps keep everything balanced and strong.
Got it. Understanding the why really does shift your perspective, doesn't it? Okay, so now let's map out the actual steps. The 7 essential steps to redefine your daily ritual. This isn't just a checklist, right? It's more like a foundation for a genuinely radiant, earth-friendly routine, one that just makes sense for your skin.
Absolutely. And step one is, well, it's completely non-negotiable. Gentle cleansing, morning and night. A clean canvas is just the absolute starting point for everything else to work properly,
Yeah.
for your skin to really thrive.
And the how seems really important here, too. The guide says massage a creamy lather into damp skin for a full 60 seconds. Using upward circular motions. Why 60 seconds specifically? And what's this lymphatic drainage thing? How does that massage actually boost your glow?
Right, so the 60-second rule.
Yeah.
It's about giving the cleanser enough time to really break down everything, makeup, dirt, oil, pollutants without stripping your skin. You need that time. And lymphatic drainage. Well, that gentle upward massage helps stimulate your lymphatic system. That's part of your body's natural waste removal setup. So it helps move fluids and toxins away, which can reduce puffiness, and it brings fresh, oxygenated blood to the surface. That definitely contributes to a more radiant look, better circulation, nutrients getting where they need to go. Okay, moving on to step two, exfoliation. This is for renewed radiance, done maybe 2 or 3 times a week. The main goal here is to gently lift away those dull, dead skin cells. This brightens your complexion almost instantly, yes, but just as importantly, it helps your serums and creams penetrate much better. It makes them more effective.
The guide had a really neat example for this, the Eco Saver Exfoliating Soap Bag. It uses biodegradable sisal for the physical scrub, and organic sugar for natural glycolic acid benefits. That sounds like a smart dual-action approach.
It is. And tailoring it to your skin type is absolutely key. You don't want to overdo it. That can damage your skin's natural barrier. So if your skin is dry or sensitive, just once a week is probably enough. Combo skin, maybe twice. And if you have oily or maybe thicker skin, you could go up to 3 times. But really, the key is balance. Always listen to what your skin is telling you.
Okay, now step 3. Toning. I have to admit, I used to think this was kind of optional, maybe skipped it sometimes. But the guide really stresses that toners aren't optional. It calls them hydration primers.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. Toners, like maybe a pure rose water with a muslin cloth. They do several important jobs. They help refine the look of pores, they rebalance your skin's pH after cleansing, which is important, and crucially, they prep the skin for what comes next. And here's a really vital tip. Always apply your serum or cream while your skin is still a bit damp from the toner.
Ah.
Yeah, it creates this slightly acidic, ready surface.
Yeah.
And allows those next products to sink in much more effectively, locking in their benefits. Builds a better moisture barrier. All right, next up is step 4. Moisturizing with purpose. So moisturizers, their main job is to act like your skin's daily shield, protecting it from oxidative stress, harsh weather, pollution, all that stuff. They're truly essential for keeping your skin intact through the day.
The organic body lotion bar example sounded really versatile. The guide highlighted its multitasking ability and those key ingredients: shea butter, jojoba esters, sea buckthorn oil. Sounds lovely.
It does sound good. And it's not just what you use, but how you use it intentionally. So in the morning, maybe just a small amount on damp skin so it absorbs quickly. But at night, you could warm it between your hands first, then press it into your face. Creates this kind of luxurious overnight mask effect. Oh, and remember to adapt with the seasons. Maybe mix it with a hydrosol in summer for a lighter feel, and in winter, layer it over a serum for extra protection.
Okay, here's a step from the guide that really made me stop and think. Sun damage is apparently responsible for up to 80% of visible aging. 80%. I mean, that alone makes daily sun protection feel absolutely critical, right?
It absolutely should. Daily sun protection is, well, it's paramount. The guidance really pushes for mineral sunscreens, specifically non-nano zinc oxide for broad-spectrum defense.
Non-nano. What does that mean exactly?
Good question. Non-nano just means the zinc oxide particles are large enough that they sit on top of your skin. They don't get absorbed into your body. They work by reflecting the UV rays, creating a physical barrier. And the application advice is super practical. Use about half a teaspoon. That should cover your face, ears, and neck properly. If you're outside for a while, reapply every 2 hours. And definitely pair it with a hat if you can. Wide-brimmed is best. Consistency here really is everything. Okay, so once your skin is prepped, moisturized, protected. Step 6 is where you get specific. Target treatments. This is where you layer in active ingredients based on whatever your skin needs right now. Just always remember that rule. Apply products from the thinnest texture to the thickest. That ensures everything gets absorbed properly and works its best.
And the guide gave some really good concrete examples for this. Like for breakouts, look for organic tea tree or willow bark. Apply those right after toning. If pigmentation is more your concern, maybe a 15% vitamin C serum, perhaps with licorice, in the morning before moisturizer. And for fine lines, something like bakuchiol, that's the vegan retinol alternative used at night before your final balm. It really lets you customize, isn't it? Address what's bothering you.
Exactly. And then finally, step 7, last but definitely not least, your nighttime ritual and focusing on skin recovery. Evening is when your skin does its most important repair work, its regeneration phase. So making the most of this time is absolutely critical for long-term skin health.
Yeah, and the guide outlines some lovely, almost mindful steps for this part. Double cleansing first, especially if you wore SPF or makeup, that's key. Then massaging, say, 2 drops of prickly pear oil into your temples and jawline. Sounds very de-stressing. And finally, sealing in all that moisture with your favorite balm, or maybe even a second layer of that organic body lotion bar.
And what's really compelling here, I think, is how it connects these physical steps to your emotional state, your mental well-being. The guide suggests adding things like lighting a candle, maybe spritzing some calming lavender, even just jotting down 3 things you're grateful for before bed. The idea behind it is profound. Emotional calm equals barrier balance. It suggests this undeniable link between how you feel inside and how your skin looks and behaves.
Wow.
It's a truly holistic loop.
And sort of branching off the daily routine, the guide also threw in a weekly detox tip. using a clay and raw honey mask.
That's a simple but powerful combination.
Meh.
Bentonite clay is great for detoxification, really drawing impurities out of the pores.
Yeah.
And raw honey, well, it's wonderfully hydrating. Plus, it supports a healthy skin microbiome. It's like a nice little reset for your skin once a week.
It really does all tie together, reinforcing those final thoughts from the source material. That a truly effective organic routine isn't about quick fixes, or just surface stuff. It's more about tuning into your body's own rhythm, nourishing it with clean, effective ingredients, and cultivating rituals that genuinely uplift you from the inside out. It feels like a whole mindset shift. So wow, we've really taken a comprehensive deep dive today into those 7 essential steps for an organic skincare routine. We've blended the science, the natural elements, and that crucial self-care aspect into, hopefully, a holistic and actionable approach for you. You basically now have a shortcut to being really well informed about building an earth-friendly routine that supports your skin and your overall well-being.
So what does this all boil down to for you? Perhaps. Perhaps the most powerful ingredient in any skincare routine isn't actually something you find in a bottle. Maybe it's the intention, the calm that you bring to the ritual itself. How might connecting your skincare to your overall well-being transform not just your skin, but maybe your whole day, fostering that deeper sense of self-care and, presence?
Something to think about. We really invite you to consider how these insights might reshape your own daily habits, and maybe reflect on that broader connection, the one between taking care of yourself consciously and living a more mindful, sustainable life overall.